India, 1 billion people. A vast array of cultures and languages, traditions and customs. And yet, unknown to many, even those who live here, the core of the heritage of this amazing land has a goal, a specific purpose. The whole thrust of the teachings, the spiritual paths, the Sanskrit language, the schools of philosophy, have been carefully and deliberately designed to give its peoples the secrets of living in the highest and most ecstatic states of consciousness known to the human race. A society whose greatest beings do not focus their lives on the material world of mortgages, marriages and motor cars, but instead concentrate on the universe that exists within their body, within the deeper, unexplored layers of their minds. Many in this vast and extraordinary land search for these states in a variety of ways. They take vows, perform rituals, undergo practices that seem bizarre and unusual to those who are not aware of their purpose. The goal for these few explorers of the unconscious is to directly merge with the life force itself and access the inner realms of bliss and pure energy. Like a drop flowing back to the ocean and finally merging with it, they too attempt to become one with the whole of life and experience themselves as the pure intelligence that activates the universe. Some succeed, some fail. For those who take the journey, an awe-inspiring, eternal and infinite reality opens up for exploration. Experiences so far beyond the normal that they defy definition and description. What they portray is an underlying field of living consciousness which contains the entire material universe. All galaxies, stars, planets, and what exists on them exist within this unbroken field of consciousness. Like the myriad forms of sea life in an ocean, so too do all the variety of living forms of this universe exist within consciousness. The ultimate experience for a living human being is to merge their individual consciousness with this absolute consciousness, and so experience themselves as the ocean of life rather than an individual drop which exists within life. It is this experience which gives you permanent access to the ecstatic states. One man who has devoted his life to this experience is Ram Dass, originally a Harvard professor called Dr. Richard Alpert. His life, particularly after his association with Dr. Timothy Leary and Aldous Huxley, and much formal research into hallucinogenic substances, was a journey of discovery into altered states of consciousness. His meetings as a young man with enlightened beings from India radically changed his life. These enlightened people had, through meditation, merged their own individual consciousness with the whole field of consciousness. They lived on different planes of experience to the ordinary person. They had powers and knowledge of the highest realms, living in states which filled them with an ecstasy far beyond anything that ordinary life could offer.